Welcome back, dear viewers, and you're still on the Nile Cruise on Nile TV International, and our topic, we're going to start it about the performance of Horizons, a review for the tourism sector in the first half of 2026. The first half of 2026 has shown notable structured performance within the tourism and antiquities sector, reflecting a steady growth and shifting global economic and regional dynamics. And joining the discussion with us is Dr. Atef, the tourism expert. A very good afternoon to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure having you, Dr. Amr.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Amr, can you tell me more about, as we know that we're talking about the tourism sector in the first half of 2026, the official tracking from the first 4 months of 2026 indicates that the inbound arrivals reach approximately 61.1 million visitors. What are the specific operational factors that have mostly directed and supported this steady volume?
First of all, the 6.1 million travelers who came, one of the big elements that encouraged the travelers to come to Egypt is opening the gym, the Grand Egyptian Museum.
Yes.
Because of all the propaganda and that took place, and the big ceremony that was attended by the president and leaders from all over the world. So the Grand Egyptian Museum was one of the big reasons this number of tourists has came to Egypt. The second thing is the advertisement that has been made by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, especially in the Gulf countries and England,
yes.
Germany, and the new markets that they opened. A total of 179 countries are sending their travelers or their tourists now to Egypt. So that caused this increase that you just mentioned.
Yes. With the total national arrivals growing from over 170 different countries, as you mentioned also so far this year, which emerging the regional and international source markets have registered the most significant percentage in 2026?
Which countries?
Yes.
As I was just saying, Germany, the UK, and East Europe. Those are the significant countries, and the US as well. We started to have travelers from the US in the first quarter, especially after the opening the gem. People come to the Sphinx airport and visit the gem and the pyramids,
yes.
and they leave. There is other itineraries that they come and stay longer nights in Egypt. So people come mainly today to visit the gem and the pyramids, of course.
Well, Dr. Amr, also the international industry reports that the winter season has indicates the exceptionally high demand for the traditional culture, the hubs. How has this sustained volume affected the hotel occupancy and average length of stay in the Upper Egypt?
Upper Egypt, we're talking Luxor and Aswan, and they built new hotels to accommodate the travelers who come here, but we need more hotels in Upper Egypt, I have to say, especially in Aswan. In Aswan. So what helped in increasing the number of tourists and having accommodations was the Nile cruise in Upper Egypt.
Yes.
So we have more than 400 boats that cruise up and down the Nile from Luxor to Aswan, or from Aswan to Luxor. They do a 4-night cruise or a 6-night cruise or a 7-night cruise, and some of them do the super long cruise from Cairo all the way to Aswan.
Yes. The culture tourism, Dr. Amr, metrics have shifted following the full operation of the Grand Egyptian Museum, the GEM, as you said. From a data perspective, how significantly has the completion of the major museum projects influenced the international tour bookings this season, as you mentioned?
Of course. I mean, not only the GEM, and we have now lots of museums that has been opened in different states of Egypt or different governorates of Egypt. So like in Sharm el-Sheikh, in Hurghada, in Luxor, in Aswan. So we have lots of museums. The GEM played a big role in encouraging people to come because they waited for 23 years. I mean, it took them 23 years to build the GEM.
Yes.
So they waited for a long time, and they came here because they wanted to see the Egyptian artifacts. More than 100,000 artifacts in the GEM, and it's considered to be one of the largest or the largest museum that was built for accommodating monuments from one civilization ever, including King Tutankhamun, which is the first time that they had the total collection of King Tutankhamun, 5,400 pieces are displayed in the GEM for the first time.
Yes. As we know all that in February 2026, the promotional campaign Ramadan in Egypt is a Story was launched digitally. What do these statistical indicators show regarding its direct impact on the regional and the Arab tourist arrival during this period?
I will start with the Arab tourist arrival during this period. They came here because they like the Ramadan vibes in Egypt, and it's very special and it's different from any other country in the world. So the campaign that was launched about Ramadan is a different story in Egypt. Encouraged the travelers from the Gulf countries, like from
to come and see
different stories, and to enjoy Ramadan vibes in Egypt. Especially our cuisine, our traditional food, our Ramadan nights.
Yes.
I mean, celebrating Ramadan nights, you go to El Hussein or to Sayyida Zainab or to any of those sites, and you enjoy Ramadan actually there.
Yes, and as we know all that the strategic plans for the aviation sector this year has been expanding and highlighted to be increased in the direct flight routes. How the critical has expanding the national seat capacity been in maintaining the stable visitor numbers over this period?
Of course, I mean, especially the charter flights.
Yes.
They started charter flights that came to Egypt from different countries of the world, and this charter flight has been increasing the number of visitors through or via the aviation sector, especially that some of those flights, the seats are subsidized by the Ministry of Tourism and Hotels. The Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, sorry, and the number has been increased because of all the webinars that has been done to promote Egypt amongst the Arab countries and amongst the whole world.
Yes. Leading international travel associations and the global media reports have consistently categorized the local market as highly competitive, high-value destination in 2026, as all we know. How are these evaluations translating into the forward booking data in the upcoming autumn?
The upcoming autumn, we are expecting
winter season also.
The winter season
has been witnessing a lot of tourists and visitors this year.
Absolutely, and the upcoming autumn season is expecting lots of travelers to come, especially after the crisis or the war between the US and Iran is coming to an end. So I think lots of people are waiting, and there are lots of bookings that has been postponed until this battle or this war ends. So the travelers are waiting to come and visit Egypt, and that will be by the coming winter. Most of the travel agencies that contact us says that the season from September, October, November, the autumn season, the fall, will be booming, inshallah.
Also, as we know that from effective March the 1st in 2026, the single entry visa on the arrival fee was adjusted to $30, whilst simultaneously simultaneously extending the summer fee exemptions for Luxor and Aswan. What is the economic objective of this update?
Of course, I mean, it used to be $25, the visa, which is very little. So they increased it to $30, and that will, for the visa, the visa coming to Egypt. So I think that will have its impact on economically on the field of tourism, and this will all pour in the economy of Egypt. This increase of the $30, I mean the $5, which became $30 for the visa.
Yes. To capture the rising global demand for the flexible travel, there has been an increase in the formal use of the alternative accommodations in general, such as the short-term vacation travels. What regulatory frameworks are being enforced this year to integrate these units?
To integrate what?
These units into official quality and capacity in general.
There are lots of new accommodation ways and systems that has been like Airbnb and different accommodation methods that took place here in Egypt. So this will increase the capacity. Not only this, it will help the local communities also, because though the accommodation, the new ways of accommodation in small motels and hubs are actually helping the local community. We just need to engage the local community more in the field of tourism by finding them jobs and by interacting with the travelers. I think that would have its impact on the number of tourists that will come to Egypt.
Yes. For sure, Dr. Amr, also in early 2026, the major cultural institutions have achieved official the carbon neutral certifications. How important are these environmental credentials in positioning the national culture tourism?
Lots of hotels are going green, hotels all over Egypt, and museums as well are going green, especially the GEM again and the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. So that would be a good way to do propaganda for Egypt as a green society, or as a green country in the field of tourism.
And to the introduction of the premium high-speed luxury rail project to connecting the historic sites remained a policy in focusing moving into 2026. What are the specific segment of high-spending international travelers do these transit infrastructure projects target?
The infrastructure projects targets the well spenders or the high spender travelers, and we started to have that kind of tourists recently. By the way, the high spender tourists is what Egypt targets now, and there are lots of boutique travel agencies that has been opened, and they target the high-end travelers. That helps. I mean, of course, they spend more, and that helps the economy of Egypt and the field of tourism. In the past, we didn't have those types of travelers coming here, so there was a kind of an abuse to the sites. Now, with the high-end travelers and the big spender travelers, that helps with the economy and the GDP of Egypt for sure.
Yes, and as we said before, that there is a strong focus this year on upgrading the infrastructure within the protected natural reserves, such as the diving and the ecotourism sites in Sinai Peninsula, for example.
Yes.
How do environmental preservation efforts in these zones help the diversity, the broader tourism profile?
They help, I mean, for sure, especially with Sinai and the corals that they have in Ras Mohammed and in Sharm el-Sheikh. Scuba divers and snorkeling travelers would come more in bigger number, and we just need to raise the awareness of the travelers who would come to Egypt and raise the awareness of the local community, so we can do raising awareness meetings for those who will be going to see the corals or doing the diving and the snorkeling in Ras Mohammed, for instance, because this way it would stay for generations to come, and that's our national income, if we can say.
Yes, absolutely. Given the competitive nature of the global tourism marketing, what do first half of data trends reveal about the statistical effectiveness of the digital first user generated promotional content first users for the tourism?
The users of tourism now, I mean, everything is going digital all over the country, and even the way of booking the tickets is going now digital. So this is facilitating the experience of the tourists coming to Egypt. With in the past, they were not allowed even to use their credit cards in purchasing the tickets.
Yes.
But now it's all digitalized.
Yes.
So that's a big work that has
easy for
make
them,
it easy for
I
them.
think. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How does the current rate of hotel room expansion and the foreign hospitality investment recorded in the first half of 2026 can align with the infrastructure requirements needed to prevent the overcrowding?
Of course. I mean, we need more hotels, as I just mentioned, and you kindly mentioned also. We need more hotels in specific zones, like Aswan, for instance, and Luxor. They're building now a few hotels in Luxor, so that Luxor would be competitive when it comes to the culture tourism. But we need more hotels in Aswan, and we need to build more hotels. The cruise ships are solving this problem to a big extent, but yet we still need to grow bigger on hotels, because we are targeting the 30 million tourists in 2030, inshallah.
Inshallah. With the long-term strategic targeting of attracting 30 million annual tourists by 2030, how do the concrete achievement of the first half of 2026 position the sector to meet its year-end performance?
Travelers come to Egypt today to see new Egypt. It's not Egypt of their parents or grandparents. It's new Egypt that they are coming to see. And this is what the government is trying to work on, especially with the high-end travelers, as we just mentioned. And they want to see also new discoveries. There are lots of new discoveries that has been going on in the last year and the 2 years before. So they come to see those new discoveries and new Egypt, and they open privately the sites. This was not available before, but now they open the sites privately for the travelers, and that increased the income of the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities.
Yes, well, Dr. Atef, the tourism expert, thank you so much for being on the Nile Cruise and for your insightful information.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.